Hey everybody, it's me again. I have another Minecraft tutorial for you guys today. This is going to be how to make and use your very own HD texture packs. Um, so let's just get started. The first thing you need to do is type the Windows and R button at the same time, and then type in %appdata %. You could just hit start and type %appdata in the search bar, or you could use run, it doesn't matter, and hit OK and open up here. Now open up .minecraft and open up the bin. Now you need to ask yourself, do I have any mods or have I altered the Minecraft.jar in any way that would mess up these? Because you want these to be the default Minecraft. So if that's the case, you can just delete your Minecraft.jar, start up Minecraft, and it will download a new Minecraft.jar, a default one. Then later you can remod this, and it shouldn't affect your worlds at all. But if you haven't messed with this, you'll be fine. So just open this up. Now you can't just double click to open this up. You have to right click, say open with, and use an archiver program. If you don't have WinRAR or you don't have 7-zip, I'll put the links in my description that you can download, and you can put those in there. If they're not in this list, you say choose default program and then find it wherever it is on your computer, and then you can use it. So open with WinRAR archiver or 7-zip, and here it is. Now it's going to tell me, wants me to buy it, and you can exit out of this right here. So now's a perfect time to pause and just look at all these folders that you need, because you need to skip some of these. So basically just drag and drop these to your desktop. That's a perfect place to use them. And so I'll read these off: achievement, armor, art, environment, GUI, item, misc, mob, terrain, title, and then these bottom four, which are located at the bottom of the Minecraft.jar, and they are right here. So once you have all those, you can just exit out of this, and here they all are. So now it's time to edit these. So in order to make an HD texture pack, really what we have to do is just increase the size of the image and then draw on it or put pictures in there however you want. So let's start with the terrain.png just to show you guys. So I like to use Photoshop to do these. I believe you can use paint.net or GIMP for this as well if you can't afford Photoshop or whatever. So let's wait for this to load, and here it is. So let's look at this for a second. If we zoom in, my computer's going kind of slow, and if we look at, let's look at sand. Each of these blocks is 16 by 16 pixels. An HD texture pack means all these blocks will be more than that. HD texture packs come in 4 different pixel sizes or block sizes: 32 by 32, 64 by 64, 128 by 128, or 256 by 256. So this is obviously the default. It's only 16 by 16. So if we wanted to make this HD, I'd have to increase the size of the entire image, so all of these blocks will be bigger. So let's do that. Image size, and then you're brought in here. This is the part, like I said, I don't know how to do this in GIMP or paint.net because I don't use those programs. So if you guys can figure out how to do this process on those, please message me as soon as possible, and I will put those tutorials in my description. So if you don't know how to do this, just bear with me until I have that in my description to show you guys how to do that on those other programs. But if you have Photoshop, just do exactly what I do. Basically, this is your width and height of the entire image. It's 256 pixels by 256 pixels. So a bigger and a more HD texture pack would, obviously these would be bigger. So you need to first decide what type of HD texture pack am I going to make. Is it going to be 32 by 32, 64, 128, or 256? So say you want to make a 32 by 32. I put a chart in my description that has all the multiples that you need to do. So basically what you do is, let's look at 32 by 32. So look at my description right now, and you can see it says multiply by 2. So I will multiply this this original width by 2, and you can pull out a calculator or whatever, but I know it is 512, and that will automatically do the height as well. So you can use the chart depending on what type of texture pack you want to make, but you have to be consistent. You can't go from image to image and multiply them by 2 and 3 and 7, but 3 and 7 aren't even multiples. Just check the chart, make sure you know what multiple you want to use for all of your texture packs. I mean, for all of your images, so the texture pack is the same dimensions for all of them. And the reason I say that is because they don't all start at 256, just the terrain.png does. So some of them will be different dimensions, but you have to multiply them by the same number. So I multiplied by 512. I'm making a 32 by 32 texture pack, so I can now, it's now the right size. Before you hit OK though, you need to go down here. This is very important, and you need to click and say nearest neighbor. If you don't say nearest neighbor, it's going to be all blurry and the colors are going to mix. Like I said though, I don't know how to do that on GIMP or paint.net. You're just going to have to hopefully I'll put that in my description and then you can see it from there. So anyways, once you do nearest neighbor, it will be all pixely like you want it, and you can hit OK. Now if we zoom in on a good picture like that, you can see all the pixels that would normally be 1 are now 2 by 2. So this is now a 32 by 32 texture pack, just like we want it. And now we can use a pencil, put it to 1 pixel and draw, or maybe you can take pictures, put them over all the blocks, however you want to edit it. I mean, it's your texture pack. So once you've edited it, you've made it the size you want, and it's all ready, you obviously save. I'm not going to do that because I didn't do anything, but save and exit out. So now that it's saved, you can go through all these other ones that you want. You don't need to edit every single one of them. If we take a look at GUI, like maybe I could edit container, but I don't have to edit logo, or items. You don't have to edit every single one. The ones you don't edit will just be a default. So there we go. So now that you've edited all of these and you're happy with your texture pack, you've multiplied all of the pictures that you want to use by the same factor, you are ready to wrap this thing up. So select all of these, even if you didn't edit some of them. Right click, say add to archive if you're using WinRAR, or do it with 7-zip. I don't really care how you do it, just make sure it's a .zip. So go into Archiver and make sure this is a zip and not a RAR. Hit OK. So here is your new texture pack that you just created. All you have to do now is just patch up Minecraft and you can use this. So this is because Minecraft is not made to use HD texture packs alone. You have to use this program right here called MC Patcher to do it. So open up MC Patcher. Obviously if you don't have it, you can download it. I'll put a link in my description and you can go from there. So there are 3 things that you can select in this version. There's HD textures, which obviously you want selected, don't unselect that. There's HD font. Basically that just makes the letters in game, it makes them look a little nicer. They're higher resolution, stuff like that. So you can select that if you want to or not. There's better grass. That makes the side of grass blocks on hills green. So some say it looks a little more realistic. Personally, I don't really like it. You guys can look that up and see if you want to do it or not. So select the ones you want, hit patch, and it will patch up your Minecraft jar, and you can now use HD texture packs. So really that's it. You hit Windows and R again, go into appdata.minecraft, find the texture packs, and you can just drag and drop your texture pack in there, whether you downloaded it or made it. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching. This should work perfectly fine. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I will help you out. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.